We waffles, my niggas smoke. We waffles. That too cold, you gon' fuck around town. Off this way. Too hot, no stack. Too cold, you gon' fuck around town. Off this way. Doing all these shows, I've been on the road. I don't care why, cause I get paid. Doing all these shows, I've been on the road. I don't care why, cause I
50 Cent has made it clear since the Wild Rubin party that that's not my boy anymore. His comments suggest a real issue rather than just a shift in attitude. Whatever happened that night, it was a real change, he stated. It appears to be a bigger problem than just industry politics, he said. The fear really escalated after a widely shared video clip went popular on the internet. It features Lil Baby showing off his fresh thigh tattoos while wearing a tank top. Even more obvious was the pink belt he wore. As soon as the video went viral, it sparked a lot of debate and analysis. This extended beyond clothing and tattoos for 50 Cent. He saw it as a sign of something more serious, which made him publicly set a limit. His response exemplifies how online instants can abruptly turn into statements about allegiance and image.
Things like the white party be there, and then they have Lil Baby like in a sandwich. They're hugging him from the front and the back and stuff.
Baby is absolutely one of the best human beings in the planet. All right, we're at a party, everyone's drunk. You know, it's a 13-hour party. People drink a lot.
The internet immediately stepped in and began criticizing Lil Baby from all angles. Many people are pointing out the distinctive look of getting tattoos on the thighs without getting any on the upper body. Nothing. No chest piece. No arm sleeves. One of the most widely shared tweets said, "You skipped the whole top floor and went straight for the basement." And since then, people have been making jokes about it. But the story doesn't stop there. Recently, 50 Cent has been pushing his own theory on why Baby seems unique. He believes the change was brought about by a particular moment in time. His focus is on Michael Rubin's lavish Hamptons party, which is known to draw celebrities. During the event, a video of Lil Baby was taken, and it quickly became popular online. The footage showed him being embraced from behind, but 50 Cent's reaction was different from others. That was the turning point. For him, according to his framing, that was the exact time when Baby's whole vibe changed.
100 people at the party, we in the middle of 100 people. There's nothing weird we could be doing.
In social media, detectives are already digging deep, comparing Lil Baby's appearance before and after that night using old videos and side-by-side photos. Many point to a difference in his vigor that summer evening as proof of the apparent change. According to 50 Cent, this extends beyond Lil Baby's new fascination with tattoos and fashion choices. People who are positive that something happened at that party are talking loudly about what started out as murmurs. He depicts it as a degrading ceremony, the kind of questionable initiation that rappers are rumored to go through in order to maintain their status at the top. For him, that party was more than just a gathering. It was a challenge. That theory has led to larger questions. What really happened at Michael Rubin's extravagant white party? Why does Rubin spend so much time with rap artists who are just starting out? And is there more behind-the-scenes activity than meets the eye? These discussions are currently fueling online conflicts. However, it's crucial to take into account why Lil Baby is trending once more before getting too caught up in the stories surrounding that night. The first thing that caught his attention was his new tattoos. They weren't just any smudges of ink either. They were his first, and they were placed right on his thighs. Reactions from fans were immediately diverse. It's even more astonishing because Lil Baby has repeatedly said in interviews that he would never get tattoos. Old footage of him promising not to get inked is being shared with the new tattoo photos. For some, it's just a small change in style. Some see it as proof that something or someone has been influencing him, while many associate it with that night in the Hamptons.
Trying to separate himself from the industry, like he doesn't have to party with them. You guys have to understand, they had a party with men walking around with their butt cheeks out.
By 2025, Lil Baby officially broke with his no-ink policy when he debuted 9S carved over one thigh and Baby across the other. He posted the outfit to Instagram with the caption, "Back in that mode," wearing shorts that revealed very little. The photograph's obvious placement, emphasizing the large writing that ran across his legs, was only one aspect of the surprise. Additionally noticeable was a huge CBUF tattoo that extended down his lower left leg. When it was initially shown in a 4th of July post, its size alone garnered notice. Alongside the new thigh designs, fans were gushing about it. The disclosure quickly became a hot topic in online conversations. Reactions were pouring in within hours. Some were blunt and told him to completely stop wearing short shorts, while others referred to it as a ritual. He was accused by some of giving into pressure from the industry. Most notably, people were talking about the artwork and speculating about its possible meaning. Untrained eyes might have thought it was just a change in style, but it sparked questions about possible influence from powerful groups and hidden agendas. Many attributed it to the Summer White Party, saying it was the clearest indication yet that Lil Baby had shifted. Then, after the hubbub subsided, another recording surfaced. When Lil Baby hit the stage, she wore the same shorts, sleeveless shirt, and pink belt that had gone viral. Throughout the concert, he kept tugging his shorts up so that the crowd could view the new tattoos on his thighs.
Man, Mike.
I'm gonna come hug you right now. Come and hug you. Big hug.
The video quickly became well known as viewers paused, zoomed in, and played back parts from every perspective. It wasn't just his clothes that attracted attention, but also Lil Baby's seeming deliberate emphasis on his new tattoos. That detail was constantly being discussed. A lot of the remarks on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok mirrored 50 Cent's earlier worries. After attending Michael Rubin's all-white party in the Hamptons, there is a growing belief that Lil Baby has changed. The shift in his energy and mannerisms, according to longtime fans, is too obvious to be dismissed as a simple wardrobe change. For them, it's like witnessing someone entirely different take center stage. His every move is now being intently observed. Online comments have been straightforward and unapologetic. One commenter said, "Michael Rubin has already proven to you that Lil Baby is his son. Why do you look surprised?" Additionally, a different post questioned the actual meaning of the widely shared hug moment and mocked it. Social media was inundated with thousands of identical remarks, making the broader topic inevitable. The tone of the conversation makes it clear that the jokes are disrespectful and that fans are not convinced. What exactly was the purpose of that lavish gathering in the Hamptons? Why did 50 Cent caution Lil Baby about getting too close to Michael Rubin? For a lot of individuals, the warning is starting to appear more serious than just trolling.
I hear that you say that you don't have any tattoos at all?
Nope. That was really my only reason, like, from being younger. Like, I don't want no tattoos. I know I'm gonna have something to do when I get older.
Yes, sir.
With my money, and I don't want to be like a thug.
This is just the start of it. In 2023, Michael Rubin hosted one of his famous all-white parties in the Hamptons. Kim Kardashian, Bianca, Tom Brady, Jay-Z, and Lil Baby were among the visitors, and their lineup was similar to that of pop culture. Networking was at its height, cameras were flashing non-stop, and champagne was pouring. Then the incident that sparked a social media craze occurred. A widely shared photo showed Rubin and NBA player Kyle Kuzma cuddling Lil Baby. Because of the body language alone, the online conversation was endless. But what really turned it into a bigger topic was 50 Cent's answer. When he reposted the image, he added his own perceptive commentary. 50 didn't hold back when it came to his caption. "See," he wrote, "is the reason I don't attend any events. That puffy and they are at. What the F is going on?" He then added, "Get the F off of my young man," which caused the comment section to go into overdrive, with many acknowledging that he was echoing what others were already thinking. A short time later, another image from the same evening went viral, featuring Michael Rubin hugging Lil Baby from behind, which many online users described as an uncomfortable closeness. The new element made it harder for fans to ignore the situation, which heightened curiosity even more. Just when it seemed like the noise could not get any louder, Lil Baby added his own twist. He posted a video of himself and Rubin on a private plane to Instagram, laughing off the photos, but many who witnessed the incident remained curious about it despite their jokes that it was harmless fun.
lost everything, I never lost myself.
That's gonna let this nigga do this. We finna let Lil Baby come out here in his booty coochie short and just pop out with his hand in his mouth slick and just, yeah, that's just what we do.
There have been suspicions about these high-profile, invite-only events for years, but many people weren't laughing when he called them trolling. They felt more like covert initiations, exams that artists must pass to continue, moving up the industry ladder, rather than parties, as people have long whispered. 50 Cent reiterated that this was the reason you would never see him at such events, and he saw it as avoiding situations that may be inflated into something greater than they actually were, not as antisocial. Lil Baby's circumstances seem to fit those hypotheses exactly in the eyes of many, who saw it as just another ritual occasion. Level up rituals, or the unwritten rules that artists must follow to ensure their place at the top, were a common topic in online discussions. As that story quickly gained traction, Lil Baby found himself at the center of attention and was finally forced to respond to the demand, making it clear that he did not want his name associated with conspiracy theories. In an interview with Lil Yachty's podcast, Baby admitted that he was annoyed by the constant jokes and memes about him and Rubin, and he even called Rubin directly to gain access to the party's surveillance footage. His goal was to prove that nothing improper happened, thus putting an end to the rumors. Here's where it gets complicated. Even after acquiring the video, Baby never released the full thing to the public, which immediately sparked more discussion. Why keep it secret if the recording clears him? Refusing to reveal it just made critics more skeptical.
We had 5 girls, she be like, all y'all get in the shower.
Mike. Man, Mike.
I'm gonna come hug you right now. Come and hug you with a big hug. Get everyone to love each other.
Now this the motherfucker did it though. See, this the motherfucker did it, man.
Despite the criticism, Lil Baby insisted that he and Rubin were not at odds. He actually spoke highly of him, describing Rubin as a positive influence on his life. But when asked how exactly Rubin had influenced him, Baby's answer was vague. He admitted that he had, albeit he was unable to put it into words. Many witnesses' suspicions about their relationship were only heightened by that. But Rubin didn't just sit by and let the rumors spread. He criticized the widely circulated photos in an interview and brushed the controversy aside as inconsequential. He claimed that nothing unusual occurred that evening. He explained plainly that the pictures were over the top and that everyone had been drinking. But this is when things became complicated. Rubin used a tone that some considered strange while discussing Lil Baby in his defense. To some witnesses, it almost sounded like admiration that went beyond casual friendship. Rubin's defense of just drinks didn't persuade detractors either, and that reaction sparked additional online debates, especially among those who had previously doubted his version of events. A lot of individuals didn't think that the intimacy in those photos was caused by booze. Rubin became highly interested in building relationships with rappers, which alarmed others. That fact created a lot of problems because he isn't even employed in the music industry.
That's why I don't be going to them puffy parties. I don't be from the front and the back and the same time. What you talking about? Look, if you into that, I'm fine with it. To hit your zone. I'm just saying, my mother.
These conversations involve more than just Lil Baby. The footage of Meek Mill jumping like a bunny on a tennis court as the cameras were rolling at Rubin's request is one that fans often watch again. The video keeps coming up as proof of Rubin's strange effect on some rappers. Meek later wrote it off as a lost bet in a game of tennis, but a lot of people believe that a white millionaire pushing a black rapper to perform on time was a horrible idea. Even though Michael Rubin is not in the music industry, this incident begs the issue of who he is and why he is so closely linked to hip-hop culture. You may read about his unrelenting ambition on his Wikipedia page. He grew up in a Jewish family from Lafayette Hill after being born in Philadelphia in 1972. At the age of 14, he used money from his bar mitzvah and his father to launch his first ski shop. Instead of waiting for opportunities to present themselves, he was creating them. That early hustle affected his career. Rubin had temporarily enrolled at Villanova University but left after just one semester. By then, he had already negotiated a deal for $200,000 worth of obsolete equipment, thanks to assistance from a friend. In order to launch Kapar Sports, he took a chance and sold his ski businesses. By 1995, the company's sales had grown to $50 million. Eventually, his commercial ventures led to the creation of G-Commerce, which he later sold for billions of dollars. The sports apparel company Fanatics, Inc., which Rubin presently oversees, has exclusive contracts with the NBA, NFL, MLB, Formula One, NASCAR, and WWE. His reach affects nearly every facet of professional sports branding. Forbes confirmed that he was a self-made tycoon by stating that his net worth was $10.6 billion in the middle of 2025. On paper, it seems to be the story of the perfect American dream. A young person from the middle class was an early hustler who went on to become a billionaire. Rubin's personal friends still disapprove of him despite his corporate accolades. For someone whose fortune originates from sportswear, his continued friendship with hip-hop artists is remarkable. He transports artists on private flights and appears in viral party footage, demonstrating that his presence is not accidental. Critics argue that his rise may have been based more on connections than talent. Others point to his cold, distant glance as evidence of his lifeless, even unsettling demeanor.
Absolutely one of the best human beings in the planet. Anything, he's just such a great human being, and like I love his work ethic, and also like when you hear his story, and I don't know anything about music, so when I met him the first time with Drake in the Bahamas in 2020, and he's telling me a story about, he was in jail a couple years earlier, he never rapped, and now he's got this great, kind of music career. Like, you just want to root for the guy. And I'll tell you something, I've never actually said this before. The stuff of the drunk was the most ridiculous thing in the world, right? We're at a party, everyone's drunk, and it's a 13-hour party. We drink a lot of alcohol. Someone captures a picture of me jumping on his back for 1 second and says, "Oh, there's something suspect about it." It's drunken guys. By the way, before cameras, we've all done it. Like, let's keep it real. By the way, you love WWE, you've done more than anybody.
He's rolled around with people in their skivvies.
Exactly. By the way, I haven't gone there. But the thing that actually killed me about that is it actually hurt his career. Last year, and I felt like I've always wanted to help people.
He's on a good build back.
He's crushing now. And I was just with him with Trav and him in London. But it actually, the thing is, he's such an extraordinary human being, and he's such a special person. And if you think about, people who just want to hate on social media, who one picture of, a bunch of drunken people could be turned into something that.
It seems that sportsmen, rappers, and other celebrities are interested in Rubin. Furthermore, a lot of people appear ready to join his group. Thus, it doesn't seem like simple networking. This explains why so many believe his influence extends beyond business transactions or sports collectibles. In elite culture, they view Rubin as a kind of gatekeeper who stands for something more profound and elusive. One of his most talked about traditions is the annual Hamptons Party, which is entirely white. The event has become one of the most sought-after invitations due to celebrity culture. Every year, it brings together celebrities from entertainment, music, sports, and fashion under one roof. If you look closely, the attendee lists resemble the upscale parties of the late 1990s and early 2000s. Rather than being a new wave, it appears to be an extension of an older circle. Leonardo DiCaprio is one such individual, as seen by his frequent attendance at Rubin's all-white party. The event is about more than simply rappers or athletes. Rather, it's a deliberately chosen fusion of Hollywood stars, fashion industry executives, and millionaires. Everyone shows up wearing identical white outfits, following the same unspoken rules Rubin has established. This particular confluence of factors is what makes the event specially cheer. Last summer, DiCaprio was photographed visiting Rubin's prestigious event. Jay-Z made an appearance as well, posing with other famous people. When pictures from the night appeared, a pattern became apparent. Celebrity lineups were similar to those of 20-year-old elite list parties. But now, instead of just being a guest, Rubin was organizing the whole thing.
Out loud. 1, 2, keep going. Keep going. 1, 2, keep going. Keep going. Don't cheer everybody up. They suck.
The most controversial theories play a part in this. Some internet researchers claim that Rubin has taken on the role of a powerful gatekeeper in the realm of celebrity culture. His Hamptons events, in their opinion, are about more than just mingling and drinking champagne. They suggest that Rubin has implicit power over guests and that there is a secret influence at work. The online conversation is maintained by that suspicion. More ominous rumors exist than that. Some claim that Rubin and other older, wealthy individuals force young rappers into strange or uncomfortable situations. These said rites are offered as a way to assess someone's dedication or show their fortitude. The theory's proponents contend that pressure is more significant than force. They claim that many artists cooperate since it appears to be the cost of leveling up.
On our staff that's been talking about your parties for the last couple of days. That's dying to get to your parties.
You know what? I've actually figured out, like, if this Fanatics thing doesn't work out, I think I could be a good party.
Oh, man, you kidding me?
Yeah, like, I think
I already got the white suit in the closet, so just let us know what, what's happening.
Yeah. So, you know what it really comes from? I love bringing people from different backgrounds together, and it's something I enjoy doing. Whether it's this lunch we just talked about, whether it's my Super Bowl party, whether it's the white party, for me, it's a great time to. It's like I enjoy bringing people from different backgrounds together. And by the way, I benefit from them because I'm always learning from people there. And so that's really where it started. We started with our Super Bowl party, and our Super Bowl party. By the way, this was like this year's Super Bowl party. I was like, when I had many of the owners of the football teams come up and tell me this is better than the game itself. I thought, like, literally, that's what people were saying to me. Yeah. Look, I think what we like to do is bring the right people together in a room and then.
Some rappers are motivated by a desire to survive. Remaining competitive involves making every effort to further one's profession, particularly in a field that could shut down at any time. Some say it's about connections or favors, and sometimes it even helps with legal issues. The notion of billionaires trading loyalty for power changes how people view these events, regardless of the veracity of such claims. The parties stop seeming naive and start acting calculated. Some artists, on the other hand, prioritize acceleration over survival. As massive prizes, sold-out tours, and #1 albums start to pile up faster than expected, they are aiming for a quicker path to the top. That sudden surge only makes fans more suspicious about what's happening behind the scenes. At this time, the plot takes a negative turn. More and more people are relating these stories to the problems Cat Williams has been warning about for years.
Everybody's like, oh, he keeps talking about people wearing dresses. No, it's not. It's weird. It's not like that. Look at it from a different way. Look at it. Show me one person that ever wore a dress in Hollywood unsuccessfully. That's how you understand what a ritual is. So 20 years ago, I knew that transgenders was gonna be a thing. It wasn't because I was a prophet. It's just I had gotten so much information that I understood that things are secular. So I understood that the earliest I had seen that word transgender was Baphomet, the transgender. And so I knew that in the ritual of Baphomet, the transgender, to show allegiance to him, you had to kiss his ass ring.
Really?
And it said both of those things. So I knew that both of those things would become popular in the.
During an appearance on Joe Rogan's podcast, Cat Williams claimed that these alleged industry events have purposes beyond networking. He believes they comprise strange rituals that have little to do with music or business and are solely connected to control. He claimed that the general public rarely notices a secret side of Hollywood. Behind closed doors, careers can be created, destroyed, or completely changed depending on what happens. Cat never mentioned names, but his remarks supported the suspicions of many followers regarding these private encounters. His cautions are supported by viral photos, odd films, and sudden behavioral shifts in certain artists once they join certain circles. As a result, many people are connecting with others online. Whether it is the truth or a conspiracy, the mystery still provokes debate. It's unclear if there is more happening at these gatherings or if these are just internet rumors. Theories spread swiftly, but evidence is harder to obtain. Some dismiss it as exaggerated gossip, while others say it explains too much to ignore. For more tales like this one, please subscribe to the channel and like the video if you enjoyed this analysis. In any event, it doesn't seem like people are prepared to quit discussing it anytime soon. Keep checking back for all the latest details and in-depth analysis you won't want to miss.